Hello everyone, my name is Doxaplep and welcome to the guide for the Easter event Toons and Twisted information. I know it's been a bit late. Normally I would have this one out already earlier, but I've been trying to get some other guides out as well, some stuff for it at least ready. Which is not really going at the pace I want to. But that aside, let's just go straight into this. Of course, there are 4 Toons twisted. We'll start out with Eggson. So Eggson is the common Toon. We're starting off with their stats. They have 3 throughout the entire board. So 3 skill checks, 3 movement speed, which is 15 walk and 25 run. 3 stamina, which is 150 stamina. 3 stealth, which is a stealth stat of 10. And 3 extraction speed, which is a multiplier of 1. Then regarding their ability, it's called Fixer Upper. Fixer Upper hits a machine with his cane when he first extracts from it, granting 10% completion. This can only be used once per machine. It is, however, a passive, so once you get on a machine for the first time, it will use this ability right away on it. Regarding the role of Eggson, their role is basically just your average extractor common Toon. And yeah, there's nothing much to say about them. No real weaknesses, just a basic Toon with 3 speed. So there's nothing really bad or outstanding about him. Regarding what trinkets you should use for Eggson or recommended trinkets, basically every recommended trinket, like for the other extractors. So you want to run magnifying glass and V's mode. Now on to the twisted variation of Eggson. They have 10 patrol speed, which is 12 during panic. They have 18 run speed or chase speed, which is 21.6 during panic. Their vision radius is 60 studs, and their hearing radius is 125 studs. So your typical average twisted over here. And the same goes for their attention span, which is 1.5 seconds. Now on to Flyte. Regarding Flyte stats, 2 skill check. They have 4 movement speed, which is 70.5 walk and 27.5 run. They have 2 stamina, which is 125 stamina. Their stealth stat is 3, that means 10 in stealth. And their extraction speed is 4, which is a multiplier of 1.2. Regarding their ability, it's called Gust. So what it does is you place a gust at the location you're currently at. For that one stays for 10 seconds. And any Toon that walks into it gets a speed boost of 15% for 5 seconds. This ability has a cooldown of 50 seconds. I have not tested this, however, some people said that they already fixed the issue with the hitbox of the gust ability. So during 8.2 and 8.3, you were able to hide behind the ability and the twister would not see you. However, what I've seen from the developers, they did respond to this getting fixed or being fixed already. So sadly, this is not a thing anymore. The role of Flyte. Well, you can play Flyte as a distractor or an extractor. They are fairly good in both of it, since they have 4 movement and 4 extraction speed. However, they both have, well, they do have 2 in skill check and 2 in stamina, so that is a bit of a downside for both of those. It's also a fairly decent solo Toon, like a solo character in for this case, since you have 4 extraction and 4 movement. Regarding trinkets you can use for Flyte, if you go for Distractor, Dog Plush Speedy Shoes, or Dog Plush Clown Horn or Ribbon Spool will work. Regarding extractor trinkets, you can always use Magnifying Glass and the Beast Remote, your typical overpowered trinkets for extracting. And let's go to the twisted variation of Flyte. Flyte is basically the same as Flutter. However, their stats are a little bit different. So just as Flutter, Flyte It also has a 17 patrol speed, which is a bit slower. This is 20.4 during panic, and 70.4 run speed, which is 21 during panic. Their vision radius is 65 stats, and their hearing radius is 135 stats. They have an attention span of 2 seconds. And flight ability is the same as, well, ability, more like mechanism, a mechanic, you can call it. It's basically the same as flutter. It doesn't stay in one spot, it just keeps on moving. But yeah, let's just go on to Coco. Starting off with the stats, which is 3 in skill check, 4 movement speed, which is 70.5 walk, 27.5 run. They have 2 stamina, which is 125, 4 stealth, which is 15 stealth, and 2 extraction speed, which is a multiplier of 0.85. Coco has 1 ability, which places a bonbon candy item that can be picked up by anyone. This item boosts extraction speed by 50% and the movement speed by 25% for 50 seconds. And cooldown is 40 seconds. The role of Coco is support and distractor. You can distract as Coco because of her 4 movement speed, but as I mentioned, 4 stealth is the reason why she wouldn't be the best in it. Regarding support, Coco is a decent support because of the ability only and 4 stealth. So Coco can just run in, put a bonbon down on the floor for the distractor or the extractor. And that's basically all Coco is useful for, to be honest. What trinkets to use for Coco? Well, if you're gonna distract Dog Plush and Speedy Shoes, or Clown Horn Ribbon Spool instead of Speedy Shoes. Otherwise, you can just use Magnifying Glass V's remote. Regarding the statistics of the twisted variation of Coco, they have 8 in patrol speed, which is 9.6 during panic. And here's where it becomes interesting. The run speed is 21. This makes Coco faster than Shelly and Toodles. The 21 run speed means 25.2 during panic. Their vision radius is less than your average twisted. It is 50 studs. And their hearing radius is average at 125 studs. And unlike Shelly and Toodles, they have a 1 second attention span. Coco has a 0.8 second attention span, which means it doesn't even take a second for Coco to lose aggro on you. And now on to the very last Toon and Twisted, which is Bassie. So Bassie is an interesting character, especially for a main. They have 1 skill check. They have 5 movement speed, which is 20 walk and 30 run. They have 4 stamina, which is 175 stamina. They have 4 stealth, which is 15 stealth. And they have 2 extraction speed, which is a multiplier of 0.85. Bassie has 2 abilities, one called Easter Basket, which provides her with a 4th inventory slot. And the other one is the active one called Springfall Sharing, which allows Bassie to drop items from her inventory. Regarding the gameplay of Bassie, support and distractor, both of these work very well, especially the distractor section or side. But before I go into distractor, I'll go into support first. The reason why Bassie is a good support is due to the ability to hold on to 4 items and being able to drop the items at any time without any cooldown. The reason why this is useful is also because of her 4 stamina, so she can basically run into a lot of stuff and just drop items to the distractors mainly. Or she can just place extracting items in front of machines that the others will go to later, like let's say extraction candy or jawbreaker. instructions, valve, not really, because you can just use the valve herself. Jumpers, she can use the jumpers as well. So, but then again, 4 inventory slots is also very useful with extracting, even though she doesn't extract herself due to her low extraction speed. But she can still use jumpers and valves. And for the for the distracting section of Bassie, I kind of want to like combine this with the trinkets as well. She has 5 movement speed, which means that already makes her a great distractor to begin with. But for but for stealth. For stealth is one of the worst parts of her statistics regarding the ability of distracting. But this can be compensated by just running a full team of toons that have 4 or 5 stealth. Or it also works in a small team with less people. And I'm gonna hold that there for now. And to bring in the trinkets here. So if you go for distractor as Bassie, what you want to bring with yourself is not speedy shoes, not clown horn. You don't want to bring ribbon spool either. What you do want to bring with you is dog plush and bone. Because whenever you drop an item on the ground and pick it up with bone, you get a speed boost of 25%. And you can keep stacking this. I've tried this out myself, and you can distract the V pebble combination together. So V and pebble together with all other twisted, you can distract it all together, all alone. No sweat. And this is also where I mentioned it with a small team or a big team. A big team is fine, but normally you don't really run Bassie in that case, because you just have 2 distractors, like 2 pebbles mainly. Or you have to run an entire team with Coco, Ginger, and Bassie, for example. But if you have a small team, let's say 3 people or 2 people, what you can do is you can run Bassie solo distractor. And for example, Bobat. Because Bobat can just turn into a box for 8 seconds to lose the aggro so that Bassie can get everything back. In the case they get noticed by the twisted. But that's beside the point here. That's why you want to use dog plush and bone, and why Bassie is a great distractor in those situations. But let's move on to the trinkets for the extractor, or not really extractor, for the support role. And that's magnifying glass V's mode. Of course, V's mode to instantly finish a machine. Magnifying glass is there in case you get to high floors, so you can actually at least do the machines a little bit faster. And now on to the twisted variation of Bassie. They have 10 patrol speed, which is 12 during panic. Their run speed is 19, which is the same as Astro and Tegan, which is 22.8 during panic. Their vision radius is 70 studs, and their hearing radius is 180 studs. They also have a attention span of 3 seconds. Of course, her mechanic is that she has flowers spawn all over the map. I think it's like a total of 5 randomly spawned on the map. I tried it today still. Today is like earlier before the video got posted for you on the channel. I'm not sure if they will fix it, but right now the flower also acts the same as Flyte's ability used to. As long as no twisted are inside of the flower, you can hide inside of the flower or behind the flower, and the twisted will not see you. This may be fixed later on, but right now you can still kind of abuse this fact. And that's it. That's all the 4 Toons and Twisted. Hopefully this guide was helpful to you. Have a nice day. and I'll see you later. Bye!